Hi, everybody, and welcome to our virtual Renaissance Fair. My name is Miss Tori, and I work at the Glenpool Library, where you probably have seen me do story times before. Today, I am going to be interviewing Miss Kaci Marie Cooper, who plays Artemis, the art fairy at the Oklahoma Renaissance Fair. Kaci, welcome.
Hi.
So let's just get this right out of the way before we get started. You and I already know each other, right?
Yeah.
Kaci is my niece.
Mhm.
We've known each other for a number of years. But being a fairy, what's that like?
It's a lot of fun getting to work with all the kids and seeing their smiling faces. I started a working festival when I was a child, and I was always infatuated with all the sparkles and the wings. And getting to see that magic in the kids' faces is just, it warms my heart.
So at the Oklahoma Renaissance Fair, the fairies hang out in the woods off of the children's realm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we call it the Fairy Glen, yes.
The Fairy Glen. How many fairies do you work with?
So this season we would have had me, the flower fairy, his name's Florian. We would have had an abyssal water fairy named Illumina, and we've got an animal fairy, her name is Myotis, and then we would have had a new crystal fairy, her name would have been Soleil.
Ah. And how long have you been doing the fairy thing?
So this would be, I believe, my 6th season, being a fairy at the Castle of Muskogee. But I've worked it off and on ever since I was like 13. So
What else have you done besides being a fairy?
I always worked in the kids realm. I can't get enough of kids.
So tell us about a typical day at the Ren Fair for you.
Oh goodness. So for the fairies, it starts at about 7 a.m. We have to get up and set up the Queen's Tea in the castle. So we'll set that up. It takes maybe 30 minutes if all of us get it done fast, so you don't have to worry about getting your makeup finished, because we don't have to be at any sort of meeting until 9:27. So that gives us from about 7:30 to 9:27 to have everything done. And then after that, we go to our area group meeting down in the woodlands, and then we just go and do our thing. Some of us will go and do parade, some of us will go and do dance show. We have a lunch rotation after parade. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, so you start working at 7, but the fair doesn't open until what time?
I believe cannon goes off at 10:30.
10:30. So you're there getting things set up and ready for 2 to 3 hours before everything is even starting.
It's like
Now,
a bustling town in the mornings. Everybody's working like right at dawn. As soon as the castle opens for people to go in and start setting up their booths, everyone's awake.
so how long does it take you to apply your fairy makeup? And if you would, just lean in so we can get a close-up of that.
Purple and orange are my colors. It takes me about an hour, depending on what all I'm doing. Sometimes I'll do like the really complicated makeup, which will take about 2. If I have extra time, I'll just start throwing stuff on my face.
And a lot of that stuff is glitter.
Yes.
So there's a lot of glitter in the fairy realm?
Lots of glitter. We all have bottles of glitter that we pass around to kids.
Because that's supposed to be fairy dust, yes?
Yes.
So your wings there are very shiny. Did you make those?
I didn't. I got them from someone who worked at the festival for a long time. Her name's Charla. She works in the office at the castle. And they had one of the like metal presses, the laser cutters for metal, and they would laminate it for us. So they've lasted quite a long time. It's laser cut aluminum, so they're pretty durable. I need to reskin them, but other than that, they've lasted me 5 years now.
So laser cut aluminum and then laminated.
Yes, with a vinyl. It's pretty strong.
I'm just going to throw out there that the Central Library Makerspace downtown does have a laser cutter. So you know, those listening at home who might want to try making some wings. And my last question for you today, do you have any acting advice for kids that want to get into doing something similar?
So every morning after morning meeting, we have this callback. If you're going to lose, lose big. So everything that you do, do it confidently. And if you mess up, make it into some big show. Like, be confident about what you do, and don't let anybody's words push you away from doing stuff you love.
I like that. Well, those are all the questions I had for you. Kaci, did you have anything else you wanted to say about being a fairy?
Um, Being a fairy is just really fun. If you ever want to get into the Castle of Muskogee, you can always look on our website. It's okraa.org. There's a calendar on there which will have our dates and stuff on it, important stuff for new people, and all of that sort of stuff. So,
okay, great. Well, thank you very much for your time. Remember, boys and girls, our summer reading program lasts until July 31st. If you read your books, you can get some prizes. If you want to know where the fairy books are, I can sure show you that. Just ask me next time you're in the library. Kaci, thank you again, and everybody have a great day.